Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be installing brake caliper covers on all four of the calipers around my Tesla Model Y. I'm really excited to do this mod. I love the look of the performance Model 3s and Model Ys that have the red brakes, and I think these are going to look really cool when we get them installed. Let's get into it. Now, before we get started with actually unboxing the caliper covers and me showing those to you guys, I want to put a little bit of a disclaimer here. This is going to be me installing these caliper covers on my car to my specs. It's not a direct how-to. Use everything in here as entertainment purposes video, not really for educational purposes. I'm going to be walking through the step-by-steps on how I remove the wheels, how I jack up the car, the tools that I use and all that. But please always use caution when jacking up your car, when taking your wheels off, anything like that. Be safe, use common sense, and just, again, be safe with what you do. All right, well, let's get into taking a look at the caliper covers, what they look like when they come out of the box, and go over some of the hardware that is actually needed to install them. So as we get into unboxing these, pretty unassuming box, I want to say a big thank you real quick to EV Base. They sent me over these caliper covers for me to install on my Model Y. I'm really excited about it. These are for the 20-inch induction wheels, but they also fit on the 19-inch as well in that red color. These come in lots of other colors as well. Check out their website. I think there's a yellow, a green, a pink. If you want to go real crazy with your caliper covers, there's lots of different options here. I love the performance red to match the red of my Tesla. So let's get into what all these come with. You get some really high quality kind of stickers. I'll go over those in a minute. And a bag of hardware that we're going to need. And I'm going to go through all the pieces in here to show you guys how to install these. Let's take a look at what's included here. So you get 4 little baggies. And they all say aluminum alloy caliper covers. These are really high quality. I took these out earlier, and these are really nice caliper covers. I'm going to show you guys all the hardware and pieces that are attached to them. Each one comes in its own individual baggie. These are all cast aluminum, really kind of nice quality caliper covers. They're engineered, manufactured really well. They're going to be really secure on your car. You're not going to have any issues with them heating up, falling off, anything like that. I really appreciate the quality and design they put into these. So I left this caliper cover with no sticker on it, with this little blue tag up here. I'm going to do this with you guys on camera, but as we go and look at these other caliper covers, I already went ahead and got them ready. I put the stickers on there for your Tesla actual words, and I put the little chrome piece up at the top there when you peel off that little blue sticky, but I'll show you guys how to do that. I love how these look. That's how they're going to go in the car. Let's unbox the rest of them so you guys can get a sense of what they look like. Here's the rear one. Tesla logo is going to fit right on there. Love that. And the last one. Fit right there on the front wheel. So let's take a look here what comes in these bags. I mentioned the kind of stickers here, and EV Base sends you 2 different options that you're able to use to kind of customize the caliper covers a little bit more. You can see I went ahead and put the kind of the silver white Tesla word on there. I think it looks great, but here's one that I left blank, and I think it's going to be just awesome. And I want to show you guys the options that you have to do this here. I'm taking out the stickers in these little covers. So EV Base gives you options here. There you can use black lettering, if you see that there, black Tesla lettering, or they give you plenty of stickers so you don't run out, or you actually have the white / silver Tesla logo. Again, I like the white one a lot. These other little tiny pieces here are just a little tiny chrome mirror piece with kind of a cover on it right now, and we'll peel that off in a second. And those can stick on. This is just a little blue, kind of a 3M foam double-sided tape. And so you put that right kind of over there. This is kind of what it looks like. I'll show you the rears. So you can see the difference. We'll peel off that sticky and install it here. So that's kind of what it leaves you, a little chrome kind of accent on there. I really like that. A quick note on all the caliper covers when you install them, the silver brake line is going to be at the bottom each time. So anytime you want to, put on your stickers, I like always having the Tesla word, I don't know, I guess facing to the forward of the car, towards the front of the car. So this is obviously going to be on the driver's side, the front wheel. So that's how that's going to look. The word's going to be facing front. This is the passenger side rear wheel, and the Tesla word's going to be facing towards the front. So just make sure when you're actually installing your stickers that you're installing them the right way. So this side, this is the rear driver's side caliper cover, bottom facing forward like that. I want the Tesla word facing me. That's how it's going to work. So let's find the sticker. I can find it through all these, the actual silver one right there. That's kind of the silver one right there. And let's peel off the backing. I'm going to try to do this on camera so you guys can see how I do this. And I did most of this off camera because it's a little finicky. So peel off this kind of transfer tape and make sure the words stay on there. The letters. That was super easy. I might have said that wrong. This is going to be the passenger one. I might have said that. That's wrong. This is the driver one. So I want the word facing forward like that. So that's how we're going to install it. And I cleaned off the surface earlier. So I'm just going to kind of line it up how I think it looks right. And right in the middle with the S. I'm going to stick that down. Press that down nice and secure. And then just peel off that transfer tape. And it should leave your nice Tesla logo right on there. I love it. Looks great. Real quick, let's do this little, if I can get this off my hand, let's do this little blue sticker part. I'm going to bring it up here so we can see what we're doing. Just kind of peel off this blue. You have to roll a little bit with your finger and you can get a hold of it. And that leaves the little sticky part off there. Set that back down. And on these little chrome pieces, there's a white kind of cover on these as well. I'm not sure you can see that, but peel that part off, then you get a nice kind of mirror finish. And we'll just kind of install it right in the middle of the... Perfect. Push that in, make sure it's nice and secure, hold it for a few seconds, wipe your fingerprints off, and there you go. So that's what I did to all 4 of the caliper covers. Next, I'm going to clean up some of this stuff, and we're going to go through what's in this baggie, and I'll show you guys what's needed to actually install all these pieces. All right, taking a look at what we got here, I want to walk you through the parts and pieces that came with the kit. So you have your caliper covers, we installed all the stickers on them exactly as we like, and all the little chrome decals. I think they look awesome. In the kit also includes 3 different Allen wrenches that you're going to be using in this project. These 4 little locking lugs, I want to show you what these are for your top and bottom of your rear brake caliper covers. So I'll show you how these actually install as we get down there, but I want to talk a little bit about their construction and quality. They come with a little bit of Loctite on there, and I absolutely love that. These aren't going to go anywhere as you're driving down the interstate, down the highway. You're going to be real safe and secure, knowing that your caliper covers are really going to be sturdy on there. These 2 little locks are for your front caliper covers. I'll show you how they install on your brakes down there as well. You're going to be using those 2, as well as these little L lugs, which you're going to just kind of put in different sections of your caliper covers right here on the back. And they're actually going to lock in just like this. If I can show you. It's going to be finicky when I show you down there on the car because I won't be able to get a good angle behind. But that's how it's going to go. You're going to use one little screw on there, and it's going to kind of pinch itself to the actual caliper cover or caliper like that. And I love that EV Base gives you some extras too. You're only going to need 4 of those, but they give you 5. Same for the actual screws. You're only going to need 4, but they give you 5. So you got some space there. Next, I'm going to kind of clean this up again. I'm going to show you what tools we're going to need to actually remove the wheels off of our Tesla so that we can install these caliper covers. So as I mentioned in the disclaimer, I'm not going to do a step-by-step walkthrough of how to remove your Tesla wheels. There are lots of great videos on that, lots of videos you can watch about how to rotate your tires and things like that. This is the process I'm going to be using, but by no means is this a complete instructional guide on how to do this. What I'm going to be using is a torque wrench, just a regular torque wrench that can torque up to 129 foot-pounds when we're torquing the wheels back on. I have a 4-way lug wrench here, I guess, to remove the lug nuts. A breaker bar would be really useful here. I don't have one, unfortunately, so I'm hoping I can get enough torque using this guy to take off the lug nuts in the first place. I have a 21mm socket here to actually retorque the lugs back on. Specifically on the induction wheels, you need some sort of pry tool, either a hook, some sort of tool that'll let you remove the actual cover of to get to the lug nuts. So that's what I'm going to be using this little Allen key for. And one of the most important pieces of kit that you're going to need when you're installing or jacking up your Tesla is jack pads. So I got this set of jack pads from Yeslac. They sent these over to me. A link to these will be down in the description. You can find these on their website, on Amazon. You'll need these to jack up your car. The last thing I have down on the floor next to me is a floor jack rated for use of a Tesla. It's got to be a low profile floor jack because there's not a lot of room to get underneath the car, especially when you have about an inch jack pad installed under there too. So make sure it's low profile enough to fit under the car and rated to lift just a corner of your Tesla at a time. With this all being said, let's head over to the car. We're going to start going through the process that I use to remove the wheels, and we'll show you how to install these caliper covers. So the first step, and what I want to work on first, is removing this center cap off of our induction wheel. I tried this before just using an Allen key, and it was difficult because my hand kept slipping, so I just got it in a pair of vice grips here. But there's little kind of indents all along here, so just put your tool in, give it a tug. You don't lose your actual your wheel cover here, but there you go. It pops right off. It gives you access to your 5 lug nuts. With the car still on the ground, before we jack anything up, I'm going to take my 4-way tire iron and just loosen each of these lug nuts a little bit. I want the ability to have the car still on the ground so the tire's not going to spin on me. So I'm going to pop it in here and see if I can just loosen these enough. Yep, no big deal. That one. I got the 21 millimeter side on there. That one's loose. That one worked. Perfect. And if you have the power tools and want to do all this with power tools, by all means, go for it. But I got all 4 of these loose now and ready to go. I'm going to show you how to install the jack pad, and then we're going to jack up the car next. So we're going in here underneath, kind of right behind the front passenger wheel is where I'm starting. But if you can see under here, you look under, there's this little hole right here, and that's where you're going to be installing your jack pad. That makes it a safe place to jack up your car so you're not damaging your battery or anything else. I have the jack pad in my other hand. If I can get a shot of this, there's a little O-ring on there. It's just going to hold it in there for us. And that's it. That's your jack point. It's nice and safe now. You can bring your floor jack over and go ahead and lift up the car. We loosen the wheels, the lug nuts over on the wheel. So once we get it just off the ground, we should be able to loosen the rest of the way, pop that wheel off so we can install our caliper cover. All right, so we got the first wheel off, and we're going to be installing our caliper cover. This is the right passenger side. So I just want to do a test fit, see how this caliper cover looks. Gosh, I think it looks great. All right, so what you're going to need is your piece that's going to fit right down in this little socket right here. Here's the words facing to you. That's going to fit right in there, and then you're actually going to thread one of those, the piece that came with it that I just unscrewed right through there. And the other 2 pieces you're going to need are these little guys, which are going to work back in here to lock it kind of in that kind of fashion on the back side back here. So the front's a little fiddly. I'm going to move the camera out of the way to see if we can get it kind of started, and we'll see how it goes. So it took me a minute to get everything kind of lined up, but I got it all on there. I got that front piece installed and those 2 L clips on the back. The next thing is just kind of tightening them up. And there's not any torque specs that it comes with or anything like that. I just want to snug these down pretty nice so that I know they're not going anywhere and that they're actually really secure to the car. When you're installing these, that silver faux brake line always goes to the bottom. So make sure you're installing them the correct way. I got those 2. And this one, you just have a little less space to work with. So hand tighten that guy. Make sure we're going the right way. It was a little bit fiddly to just kind of get everything lined up on these front ones, but it wasn't too bad. It took me about 2 minutes to get it all kind of lined up off camera. All right, that is one caliper cover installed. I think it looks awesome. Let's get this wheel pop back on. All right, so we got the wheel back on. I just hand tighten with the tire iron, the lug nuts, just they're not torqued yet or anything like that. I'm gonna do that with you guys. Got the jack out of the way and all that good stuff. So I got my torque wrench set to 129 foot-pounds, and we should be good to go. Make sure you do this in a star pattern, right, as you go across all these different sections here. And you should hear an audible click when you get there. Perfect. One up here. Down here. Across. And one more. All right, and that's your cover back on. You're going to want to retorque these after a few days of driving, is what I read. So about 3 days of driving, come back, make sure they're all nice and secure. I'm happy with that. I'm going to plug my cover back on. Boom, you installed one caliper cover. Let's head to the back and see what it takes to install those. So we popped the back wheel off and we're down here working. And we're going to take these two ones that are labeled R4 and R5 on the right side of the vehicle. Now, the way I understand it is this is just going to kind of clamp right on top here. There's kind of a flat edge, if you can see right here on the actual piece, and it's going to ride right along the top here, and it's going to sandwich kind of right along this kind of outer edge of the caliper here. So after a little fiddling, I found it much easier to actually install the screws and the clamps on there and then kind of get it situated. Don't try to hold it all together at once. And I got them both on there. I'm just tightening them down now. I can feel in the back how it's clamping right around the actual caliper. Nice and tight on both of these. We'll switch around the Allen key. Give it another quarter turn until you hear a nice kind of snug fit on there. You don't want these going anywhere. All right, and that's your rear passenger side caliper cover done as well. Let's get this wheel back on. Well, that about wraps it up. I went ahead and finished the driver's side, front and rear wheels off camera, and I couldn't be happier with how they look. The quality of the product was great. I love how they accentuate the wheels. These black 20-inch induction wheels, I think look awesome with the caliper covers behind. It's just giving that more performance sports car aesthetic look. I know we're not upgrading the brakes here. We're not going to be able to stop any faster because we have caliper covers. That's not the point, right, guys? It's really just about aesthetics. I think it looks great. I love how it comes across when you're driving around. And it just looks really cool to me. I think it's an awesome product. Big thank you to EV Base for sending these over to me. I appreciate you guys. Real quick, I want to talk about the installation process. For me, it was fairly easy. But you got to have the right tools to do it. This is something that really kind of takes some know-how, more than just kind of plug and play accessories that you install inside the car. This one, you got to understand how to take the wheels off, how to jack up a car safely. You got to have the right tools to torque the wheels back to spec, all that kind of stuff. You need to have mechanical knowledge to get some of that done. There are tons of videos on the internet of how to go ahead and rotate your tires, how to do a lot of that stuff that go over that process in much more detail than I went over in my video too. Installing these caliper covers is a little bit finicky. I know I didn't get the best footage of me installing the little bits and brackets, but hopefully when I was showing it off over on the workbench, it kind of made some sense to you guys too. But I really like how these look. I love how you can customize them to a lot of different colors too. On EV Base's website, there's lots there. So really go to town. You guys make your Tesla your own. If you're not a fan of caliper covers, tell me why. I'm curious what you guys think. Is it too much of a poser trying to look like something you're not? Yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think too. If you install this product and you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. If you like this product, a link to them will be down in the description, as well as a link to those jack pads I used from YesSlack. Big thank you to those guys for sending those over to me as well to be able to use them on this project. Lastly, use my discount code on EV Base's website. It'll save you 20% on orders that you order from EV Base. It's Gamble1080, shows up right here on the screen. Make sure you use that code when you're checking out. It helps out the channel, helps me out a lot. I think that's it for this one. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. Let me know your thoughts on the caliper covers, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.